Hello everyone and welcome to Coding Cart. So in this session we are going to solve one HackerRank problem from the topic basic data types in Python. So you can see here the problem name is list comprehension. So let me first explain you this problem in a simple way what they are saying. So here we are given three values x, y and z. These are the dimension of a cuboid. These three values are the dimension of a cuboid. And along with these three values we are given one n value. Now what we have to do here is we have to print all the possible values given by I, j and k such that this I plus j plus k is not equal to the n, this n value, and this I, j and k are in the range of I is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to x. Similarly j is greater than equal to 0 less than equal to y, and k is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to z. So this is my criteria for I, j and k. So let me take one example. Suppose here x equal to 1, y equal to 1 and suppose z equal to 2 and my n value equal to 3. So you can see here for this x equal to 1 my possible value for I will be 0 and 1, since I is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to x. So here x equal to 1, so my I range value will be 0 and 1. Similarly for j, this is for my I, for j again it will be 0 and 1 and k value will be 0, 1 and 2. Now what we have to do here is we have to print all the total possible values where I plus j plus k, I plus j plus k is not equal to the n. So let us take few example. So if you see here, if I am taking example like 0 from the very first, 0, again 0 from second and 0 from third. So this will be my one combination. Next will be if I am taking 0 from first, 0 from second and 1 from the third. So you can see here I plus j plus k is not equal to n. Here 0 plus 0 plus 0 is not equal to 3. So this is my valid list which is satisfying my required condition. Again here 0 plus 0 plus 1 is not equal to 3. So again this is satisfying my criteria. Again you can check, for example again 0 from first, 0 from second and 2 from third. So again you can check 0 plus 0 plus 2 not equal to 3. Again this is satisfying my criteria. So here we have to find all the possible list where the value of I plus j plus k is satisfying this condition. So by seeing this example we can use multiple for loop to solve this problem. This will be my one for loop, inside this will be my second for loop, and inside this for loop this will be my third for loop. So this will work, but they have said here, you can see here we have to use list comprehension rather than multiple loops. So let me first explain you with the help of multiple loops, and after that we will try the same logic in the list comprehension. So let us solve this problem. So you can see here they have already written the code for taking the 4 sample input x, y, z and n. Now let us write the very first logic in which we have to use the multiple loop. After that we will try the same logic in the list comprehension. So let us write that one. Let me zoom this one. So the very first thing is we have to take for loop for I in range of, now we have to take from 0 till this x is also included. You can see here this x is also included. Here I is less than equal to x and j is less than equal to y and k is less than equal to z, means x, y, z values are included. So what we have to do here is you have to take the range till x plus 1, means we are including x. Now after that we will write the inner loop for j in range of y plus 1. Y is also included here, and the last is for k in range of z plus 1. Now let us write our required condition. So our required condition is if I plus j plus k not equal to n. If it is not equal to n, then what we have to do here is we have to save this I, j and k value as our result. Means this is my one possible list. So what we will do here, we will take one resultant list, a list type, and what we will do, we will simply add this I, j and k value in this result list. Result dot append, and we have to append this as a list. You can see here the output. For example, they have appended this list inside the result list. So we'll apply the same logic here. We'll append a list I, j, k. So we are done, and at last we'll print the result value. Print the result array. So this is the loop logic. So let us run and see. So you can see here it is working. This loop logic is working. So what we will do, we will try to implement this logic only in list comprehension. So let me explain here. Let us comment this one and try to implement the same logic in our list comprehension. So for list comprehension, the syntax is expression. After that we have to write our for logic, and if we have any condition, then we have to write our conditional statement. Like you can see here we have one conditional statement. So let us write the same logic over here. So let us take one list, and first of all let us write our for logic, this for logic. So these are my for logics. Let us copy this one and paste over here. Now you can see here, this is my very first for loop. Now it will take one value from here I, and let us go for the next for loop. After that it will go in second for loop, means j loop. After that it will go in third loop, k loop. Now this is my for statement. So we are done with this for statement. First of all I, then j, then k. After that we have to check our condition. So let us write our condition. So we'll apply the same condition over here. Same condition means same logic. Now if this condition is satisfied, what we have to do here, we have to append our result. Means we have to append this I, j and k value in our list. So what we will do, we will write the possible value in our expression. So what we are doing here is, if for the value I, j and k, if this condition is satisfied, we are simply appending this I, j and k value in our list comprehension. So we are done. Let us save this in our result array. Result equal to this. Let us comment this one. This is not required. Either we can print this whole thing in our print statement, or we can save this in our result and print. Both will work. Now let us again run this code. So you can see here it is working fine. So this was the logic for list comprehension. Let us submit this code. So congratulations, we are done with all the hidden test cases. So you can see here this was our for logic, means they have asked us not to use this for logic, they have said to use the list comprehension. So this is our list comprehension logic, means we have used the for after that condition. If the condition is satisfied, then we are simply writing our expression, required expression. So if you like this video, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to our channel Coding Kart, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.